friends, welcome back. So I am here with a CVS couponing haul. So my sister's card got a $10 off of a $40 purchase, so I wanted to take advantage of it this week. Last week she got something that was similar. I didn't do a video. I went to the store to shop, and then the transaction went terrible because the cashier voided it. When he voided the transaction, it screwed up my ECVs and my CRTs, and basically when I tried to redo the transaction, it said that my CRTs and my extra bucks had already been using. So I needed to call corporate and fix it. I didn't do that, so I ended up not doing the $10 off 40 last week with her card, but I went ahead and did it this week because this transaction was supposed to work out to be a moneymaker for me. However, it didn't work out that way, but it still came out to be a good transaction, and I think I only totally lost $1.60. So it definitely wasn't bad at all for all of this. So I did two transactions because the first one, there was the system kicked out some of my CRTs, and the reason that it did that was because when you overpay in extra bucks, it's gonna automatically kick back some of your CRTs, which totally threw it off, and I had to pay $1 out of pocket, and I was mortified. But that $1 out of pocket did include tax. So let me just tell you guys what transaction number 1 was. This was transaction number 2, but I will get to that. But let me go over transaction number 1. So if you can't see everything, I have a mouthwash, a toothpaste, 4 of the whole blends. I have 2 Caress soaps, 4 of the Snickers candies, and 3 of the Maybelline brow pencils. So all of this together came to a total of $56, and I'm going to tell you exactly $56.25. I'll even show you on the phone if you guys can see that. $56.25 was the total. Hopefully you saw that, and that was before coupons. So I got it down from 56 to 78 cents is what I paid out of pocket. I did roll $11 in extra bucks, but again, I will tell you the CRTs that kicked back. So first off, I received a CRT for mouthwash for $1 off of one mouthwash purchase. These are priced at $3.99 this week. We have a $2 off one coupon in the $6.25 Smart Source. Some of you may get that tomorrow in your inserts, making these $1.99. When you buy one, you get $1 extra buck back, making it 99 cents. However, if you have the $1 off CRT, this would be free plus a 1-cent moneymaker. So the CRT did kick out, so I did end up paying 99 cents for this, but overall it was still a good transaction. Next up, the toothpaste was free. These are priced at $3.49. When you buy one, you get $1.50 extra buck. In the $6.25 Smart Source, there is a $2 off one coupon, making these $1.49 out of pocket. You get $1.50 extra buck back, making it free plus a 1-cent moneymaker. Okay, so the whole blends deal is 2 for $7 this week. When you purchase 3, you get a $3 extra buck back. Now, I received a $2 off of a $7 shampoo CRT, and I will tell you what the total was supposed to be. So you pick up 4 of them because we do have $2 off one coupons. You may have some from the 6-4 Red Plum. However, there are new ones going to be in the 6.25 Red Plum for $2 off one. So you would buy 4 of them because they're 2 for $7, and you need to buy 3 of them in order to get the extra buck printed. So if they're 2 for $7, you're going to use 4 of the $2 off coupons, taking off $8, making your out-of-pocket $6, and then you're going to be getting a $3 extra buck back, making the final cost for these 75 cents a piece. But if you have the CRT, your out-of-pocket is going to be $4, making the final cost $1 for all 4, so 25 cents a piece. But the extra the CRT did kick back, so it did not apply, but it's okay because I was like, you know what, there'll be another shampoo deal next week, so again, not a big deal. Now, that was the shampoo. Okay, so next up, this is a good deal if you are brand loyal and if you have the CRT. Now, these are $5.99 this week, and when you buy one, you get one free. So basically, you're gonna pay $5.99 for both of them. Well, if you have the $1 off one coupons, they do expire Sunday, 6/25. Tomorrow, this video is Saturday right now, so hopefully this video goes up Saturday. So if you hear me say tomorrow, I do mean Sunday. So the coupon does expire 6/25. I believe it was the 6, don't quote me on this, I think it was the 6/4 Red Plum, but I'm not sure. I'll try to insert it in here for you. But I also received a $2 off of a $2 Axe Caress or St. Ives body wash purchase. So the Caress deal comes out to be $5.99, buy one get one free. At CVS, you are allowed to use a coupon on a free item, so I did get $1 off and $1 off. Even though it's buy one get one free, you are still allowed to use a manufacturer coupon. So I used 2 of the $1 off coupons, so that took off $2. Plus I used the $2 off 2 CRT. I had $4 in coupons, so my final cost was $1.99 for both of these, or 98 cents a piece. So again, if you don't have the CRT, again, if you are brand loyal, this is a good deal. If not, you can just skip it and wait on a better deal on Caress. My mom is brand loyal and she loves this one, but I kind of like this one, so I picked up one for me and one for her. So again, 98 cents a piece for these, not a bad deal at all. Next up was I was a little salty about this deal because after I did transaction number 2, you know, CRT did print out for like $1.50 off of a candy bar purchase, and I was like, really? Because I just bought 4 of them. So the deal is these are 4 for $4, and when you buy 4 of them, you get $1 extra buck back, so they're $1 a piece. Well, coupons.com has 75 cents off 2 coupons, so you would need to print 2 of those. I printed them last week, so I got $1.50 off. So the candy is 4 for $4, so I get $1.50 off, so I paid $2.50 out of pocket. I get $1 extra buck back, making the final cost $1.50 for all 4 of them, or 37 cents a piece. Now, which 37 cents is definitely not a bad deal. Body wash kind of spilled on here, but as you can see right here, there was $1 off CRT, $1 off of a $2.50 candy purchase, candy bar purchase, bars, bags, boxes. So if you get this CRT, definitely apply it, because your out of pocket would be $1.50, and then you would get $1 extra buck back, and it would make your cost 50 cents for all 4 of them, which is definitely a good deal. So next up was the brow pencil. So you only needed to buy 2 and you get a $5 extra buck. However, I had a CRT that printed for $3 off of a $12 Maybelline purchase. So these are priced at $4.69 each. So again, if you have a CRT, then you would pick up 3 of them because you need your total to get to $12. If you don't have a CRT, that's not a problem. They're buy 2 and you get a $5 extra buck. So $4.69 a piece. We have $2 off 1 coupons that were in the Red Plum last week, which is 6/18 Red Plum. So you would pay $2.69 times 2. I can't figure out the math. I'll insert it in here, and then you get a $5 extra buck back. Now for me, how this deal was supposed to work was $4.69 times 3 equals $14.07. I used a $2 off coupon for each one, so that gives me $6 off in coupons, knocking it down to $8.07. The $3 off CRT would apply, and I would pay $5.07 out of pocket for all 3 and get back a $5 extra buck. However, the register did kick the CRT out, and again, that was because I overpaid in extra bucks, and there's nothing you can do at that point. So it kicked it back, so I'll save it hopefully next week. I haven't checked the ad yet, but hopefully there is another deal on these, and then I'll apply it next week. So not a bad deal, but because in the end, overall, my transaction was good because I did have that $10 off of 40. So altogether for transaction number 1, I did roll $11 in extra bucks. Again, the total was $56.25 before coupons. I had the $10 off of a $40 purchase, and if you don't know how to use that, what you do is you get your total to $40 before coupons, or if you got like a $6 off of 30, whatever you got, just get your total to that amount before coupons. And then the cashier will ask you, oh, did you want to use your $10 off 40? Because this was one that was sent to the card. So if you guys are wondering, when I use my sister's card, I just use her phone number. These are her extra bucks. I'm not using her coupons with my card, vice versa, because you cannot do that. So I am using her phone number when I am doing this. So initially I started using it because she was getting the % off coupon, so it's been switching from % off to $10 off of 40. So when I saw that she got that, that's why I wanted to take the opportunity to do this week. So again, 56 before coupons, then the $10 off of 40 is gonna come off. I had $20 exactly in manufacturer coupons. That was the whole blends, the Caress, the Snickers, the Maybelline, the Colgate coupons. It all equaled to $20 exactly. Then I did roll $11 in extra bucks. So my out of pocket ended up being 78 cents, and I got back a total of $10.50 in extra bucks, making the final cost, I think it was $1.28. So I got $3 for the whole blend right here, $1 for the Colgate mouthwash, $1.50 for the Colgate toothpaste, and then $5 for the Maybelline. So again, $10.50 back, 78 cents out of pocket. I will show you guys that right there. Hopefully you can see it. And I will definitely try to go ahead and insert a picture, but I just like for you guys to see this so you know exactly what I did. Okay guys, so then I did a second transaction because it just was not sitting well with me that I paid $1 for that mouthwash. I was like, I can't believe I paid for that, especially when I had a whole bunch of other extra bucks to use, but I didn't want to waste them. So here's the $3 off 12 CRT, which I couldn't use it again because I already did the Maybelline deal for this week, and it's a limit of 1 on the ECB offer. So if it was like a limit of 2, then I could have did the same deal again because I had more coupons, and then this would have actually worked. But again, that deal is a limit 1, so hopefully next week I can use this. So I also have the $2 off of 7 for the shampoo and conditioner. So hopefully next week, did I say next year? I meant next week. Next week I will be able to use that. But I did do a second transaction because I was like, you know what? I guess I'm going to have to get something for free since I had to pay $1 for this mouthwash. So transaction number 2, what I ended up doing was I picked up the mouthwash and I did use that CRT. I also picked up another toothpaste because I was using a $5 beauty buck, because when I walked in the store from the last time I shopped at CVS with my sister's card, so she did hit beauty, so there was a $5 beauty buck that printed. So I was going to pay with the $5 beauty buck, so I had to get my total to $5 so that I wouldn't waste any extra bucks, and I did not want to pay anything out of pocket. So the Tide Pods are on sale for $3.94. I used the $2 off coupon from coupons.com, making these $1.94. Mouthwash, again, $3.99. I used a $2 off coupon, and also the CRT. So you pay 99 cents, but you get $1 extra buck back, and it makes it free. And again, on the Colgate deal, it is a limit of 2, which means that I can do the deal twice and get the extra buck printed twice. I don't have to break up the transactions, but I was only going to do it once because I really didn't need any more. But since I was going to use that extra buck for $5, I wanted to make sure my total was at $5 so I wouldn't spend anything. So again, just in case you are new, you do not have to break up the transactions. You can buy them both at once, but it is a limit of 2, so I can do the deal twice. So sorry, the Caress opened in the car and it got all over this receipt. So transaction number 2, I rolled the $5 beauty buck. I had $6 in coupons, $2 for the Colgate mouthwash, $2 for the toothpaste, and $2 for the pods. And I also had the $1 off CRT, which again did not apply. Don't ask me why. I do not know, but it did not apply. And I just realized that. Anyways, I ended up rolling that $5 extra buck. I have 42 cents in tax, and I got back $2.50 in extra bucks, $1 for the mouthwash, and $1.50 for the toothpaste, making the final cost for transaction number 2 50 cents, because I did pay the tax. I'll say 42 cents because I paid 50 cents out of pocket. So 42 cents. So again, the CRT did not apply, and I was like, whatever. I just barely noticed that, and I think they kept the coupon. Oh well, no biggie. So the entire transaction was $1.28 and 42 $1.70 for everything. Not bad. I mean, it wasn't free, but it did cost me $1.70. I'm not going to complain about it because, hey, it was an okay week. But I don't know, a lot of things are just like changing more and more at CVS now. I don't know why it didn't take the mouthwash CRT. I have no idea. It should have taken it. It took the CRT for the Caress, so I don't know why it's kicking back, but I just wanted to do this video to let you guys know in case you run into any errors with CRTs being kicked out. I don't know why it kicked it out, but it did. So we'll see. I'm still going to do my deals and my $10 challenge, but I wanted to take advantage of that $10 off 40 big time because it's $10, free $10, so why let it go to waste? So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So I hope that this is helpful. So for any of you that get those coupons, and if you're wondering why don't you get them anymore or how do you get them, it's basically a hit or miss. They email them out, but eventually after you start saving so much weekly, you won't get them anymore, because I don't get them on my card and I don't get them on my husband's card for the $10 challenges. He doesn't get them on his card either. So whenever I get it on my sister's card, because so many people have been asking me, that's why I started doing the early activation with her card and just showing you guys how to apply that coupon. But again, get your total to that amount, whatever your coupon is, before coupons. So if it's $4 off of 20, $6 off of 30, whatever it is, just get your total to that amount before coupons. And if it is sent to your card, then you do have to make sure that the cashier does apply it, but make sure you calculate that in your total before you go check out, because my total was $56. So I calculated that I should have only handed her $7 in extra bucks, but I don't know what happened. So that's why I ended up giving her an extra $5 in extra bucks, an extra $5 ECB, and then somehow it just kicked everything out. But either way, it kicked the extra bucks, the CRTs out. I'll use them on a different visit, hopefully next week. But if not, just so you guys know, just calculate your coupons and your CRTs. And all I did was I calculated everything in my cart. I got my coupons, I put them all in a stack, I added them up. I knew I had $20 in coupons, and then I added my CRTs. So if you have $8 in CRTs, you're going to subtract that, and whatever that amount is left over, that's how many extra bucks you know to give the cashier, because you know at most stores now you have to give them all of the extra bucks at the same time. They don't scan it and then you just give them however many you want. They have to scan them all at the same time, at least at my store. So that is all I have for you. I hope that this is helpful. I know I talked a lot, but I really wanted to just go over everything. But that's it, friends. I'm going to clean up this mess right here, and then I will see you guys tomorrow morning in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you later. Bye!